Testing mic 1, 2, 3. Testing mic 1, 2, 3. Testing mic 1, 2, 3. Testing mic 1, 2, 3.
Sounds good to me.
Testing mic 1, 2, 3. Testing mic 1, 2, 3. Harry Swallow, we are back, and this is the final week of high school football, and what a dandy it has been. We are closing things out tonight in a big way. I've been posting the last hour. We got call-ins ready to go. We got food in the back. We have someone that we're about to introduce that's going to play us a little music. Holly's over there in the corner making sure everybody gets entered into the drawing. We are live from Opelousas, Louisiana, here at Gary Swallow's Taekwondo Martial Arts Building, and we have some state championship football games to pick, Gary.
I know, man. I'm excited. It's been a great year, kind of up and down with COVID, but we've been fighting it. But you know what? The most important thing is that we're going to have state championship football. It's not going to be in the dome, but we're going to be, how do you say that? We're going to see the lights and that. So it's going to be a little different.
Folks, here is how you enter for the gift cards. First off, Gary Swallow, we have, here you go, $10 for Little Caesars that we are giving away tonight.
That's yummy.
Second off, here you go, Gary, we have a $20 gift card to Starbucks to give away tonight. And last but not least for the gift cards, we have a $30 to Texas House that we are giving away tonight to 3 special winners. So be sure to follow the rules. Gary Swallow, we're also giving away something for your school.
Yeah, we're giving away tonight to commemorate Christmas and everything. I have a trial program. It's $120 value. And we're going to be giving that away to anybody that wants to have themselves come and work out with us, or have their children or anybody, grandkids. It's a $120 value for 6 weeks of training. We're going to give that away to some lucky winner, and hopefully they'll get them involved in our program. But this is something to give it a try.
Yep. Here is how you enter into the contest. Holly is paying attention to the comments. All you have to do is put in the comments your team. Is it Go Jackets? Is it Go Manny? Is it Go Acadiana? Is it Go Karen Crow? Edna Carr? Put in the comments who you are rooting for this week. If you put in the comments your team, then you will be entered into the drawing. Holly is paying attention there. I already see some Go Jackets. So Holly, be paying attention so we don't miss anybody. But that is how you enter into the drawing tonight. Go Jackets, Go Bears, Go Knights, Go Rams. The list goes on. Plenty.
I think we're going to have
teams.
a lot of people drawing tonight.
Plenty of teams to fill in the comment section. Gary Swallow, we have a special guest on hand tonight that will get us kicked off. While you get these comments rolling, we have some live music for you folks. None other than Port Barry's own Mr. C.J. Vidal. I played football with the guy, ran track with him. What an awesome husband he is. What an awesome friend he is. And what a great job he's about to do. Ladies and gentlemen, from Gary and myself, this is Mr. C.J. Vidal. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. C.J. Vidal, let us know in the comments what you thought of that performance. Greatly appreciate Mr. Clarence Vidal. Come and sit with us tonight, fresh from Texas. Just got off work, folks, and he just stopped in to say hello. We're going to feed him, and he's going to make some state championship picks with us. And he's got some more music for you to close out the show in a little while. Clarence Vidal, how's it going tonight, brother? How was the drive-in?
Oh, pretty good, man. It's kind of long. I was just getting a little heavy at the end. Came on and made it in for the holidays.
There's nothing wrong with that, man.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Working good with family. Have a good Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Make it work.
Well, the family came in this weekend. We brought the kids to see the lights over there in College Station. That was
Oh, that was awesome.
yeah. Only was away from 1 day, so that's good.
Good deal. Let's get to some shout-outs, Gary, before we get into some introduction between both guys here. Folks, Kinder, you are an amazing group of people,
Right.
and we greatly appreciate all the love and support that you have shown this week, last week, and forever to come. We're going to give some shout-outs because these guys have sponsored us this week, and we are greatly appreciative of it. If you can see right here to the right of us, I'm not sure if Holly or Lloyd can zoom in on the board. We have some sponsors for this week. We're going to start off with Deaton's Crawfish. Deaton's Crawfish, selling delicious boiled seafood and snow cones with a friendly smile. Located at 904 4th Avenue in Kinder, Louisiana, next to the Kinder Pharmacy, from Wednesday to Saturday from 3:30 to 6:30. You can find them on their Facebook page. Here's your phone number for Deaton's Crawfish, 337-550-9623. We greatly appreciate Deaton's to reaching out to us this week. It's an honor to call Deaton's Crawfish on the show tonight.
Right.
We want to also say LaCour Pest Control. A guy reached out to us this week. What an awesome guy he is, and we greatly appreciate it. But let's talk about his company here. LaCour Pest Control, they strive to make customers happy by going above and beyond with their services. They provide quality service at an affordable price. They are located at 387 Nelson Road in Kinder, Louisiana, 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. You can call Mr. Josh LaCour at 337-884-7435. Tell him that Under the Lights sent you.
Right.
Kinder Pack and Ship. Kinder's hometown pack and ship store for Kinder for UPS and FedEx pickup and delivery. Monday through Thursday from 8 to 10 p.m. Friday from 8 to 8 p.m. and Saturday from 8 to 5 p.m. This is where they located, 307 North 8th Street in Kinder, Louisiana. And here's the call line for Kinder Pack and Ship, 337-738-4401. So go check out their Facebook page also. American Legion Post 244 of Kinder. Gary, you're going to like this one. Alvin L. Neville's American Legion Post 244 is a nonprofit organization focusing on veterans and our community. They are located at 201 North 9th Street in Kinder, Louisiana. Here's the call-in line, 337-424-6451. Go check out their Facebook page. Go follow and like their page. They're doing great stuff there.
Right.
Gary, you just heard 4 great sponsors for this week. What can you say about them showing love to us?
Well, man, I'm going to tell you, first of all of these guys, I want to say thank you for helping support Under the Lights. It's greatly appreciated. But, it's people like you that keeps people like us working hard and helping support, Under the Lights. We do this, for the love of the game, and I know you guys are helping us out to help support your team, and thank you. That's all we can say.
Gary, let me let you know something else. We had some people that donated also to us.
Oh, really?
A lot of people showing some love this week. I want to mention those names also at this time.
please do. Yeah.
Dana Thomas donated to Under the Lights. Thank you, Dana.
Right, most definitely.
Crystal Craven, if I'm saying your name wrong, my apologies. But Crystal also donated this week. Wanted to say on live air, thank you so much, Crystal and Dana. Miss Sarah Johnson, also one of the donators. Thank you, Sarah Johnson. Melvin Gilliard, also a donator. We thank Miss Melvin also. Sheena Marie, and if I say the name wrong, my apologies. Sheena Marie, right along with those donators this week. Thank you so much. Trevor David, a good buddy of mine I played softball with. Trevor, thanks for being an outstanding friend, brother. Josh LaCour also donated, plus his pest control donated.
Right.
So thank you, Mr. Josh. And we also want to say thank you, Mr. Destin Castiello, for setting up this whole thing. You didn't have to do what you did, but you have got us tickets to the game. You have got us shirts made for the game, and you got this community to come along and help us out. And we're forever grateful, Mr. Destin.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you very much to all of you guys. It's people like you that keep everything going, and thank y'all very much.
All right, so that is the shout-outs I have for tonight. Mr. Gary Swallow and Mr. Clarence Vidal, I'm going to turn things over to you. Gary Swallow, let everyone know that's watching at home what you do, who you are, and how excited you are to be here tonight.
Well, my name's Gary Swallow. I've been working with Jordy, for a while, and I'm gonna tell you, it's great. I own Tiger Rock Martial Arts, and that's where we're here. We're here tonight, and it's like a little passion for me to with high school sports and high school athletics. Period. Love working with kids and men, women, and children of all ages. I own Tiger Rock Martial Arts. We deal with teaching people self-defense, focus, channeling energy for our young ones, and just how to be an all-around better person, teaching manners and discipline, and working with everybody to just be a better person, as well as teaching self-defense in a lot of ways. So if you're ever interested, we'd love to have you. Give me a call. We'll talk about what's best for you, the different programs that we have, and we can go from there. But once again, I'm Gary Swallow, and I'm with Tiger Rock Martial Arts and Under the Lights.
Ladies and gentlemen, to my far right, I'm going to let him introduce himself. Let everyone know at home who you are, what you do, and what brings you here tonight.
Clarence Vidal from Fort Bragg. I went to school with y'all. They played sports for them, like you said. And I've been knowing them just about all my life. I weld for a living, weld pipelines, plants, refineries, compressor stations, anywhere they need me. Blessed to be working right now in this time. It works very slow, but what bring me here tonight, Jordy gave me a call. We've been talking about coming on, and I finally got a chance to come on and come help them out. And,
Pick some games.
Yeah, pick some games and,
Play some music.
play a little music.
Hey, you got to close us out with some more music. I know a lot of people in the chats were eating it up that you was playing for us.
Come on.
Got a lot of excited people in the chats.
And I'm going to tell you, it tells me how old I am. I went to school with his daddy.
Yeah.
So, we could just like on, I said, you went to school with him, but I went to school with his daddy. So,
Folks,
Yeah.
anything else, Clarence?
Man, that's pretty much it. Like I told you, I'm not a big real talker, big speaker. I'm shy.
You ain't been in front of a camera since high school.
that's right.
Yeah, brother.
Look, you can bring that one closer to you.
All right.
Folks, we will jump straight into headlines, but first we have some gift cards here. If you want to be into the contest, all you have to do is comment below who's your team, who you're rooting for next week. So we have Texas Roadhouse. We're giving away a $30 Texas Roadhouse gift card. We're giving away a $20 Starbucks gift card, and we're giving away a $10 Little Caesars card. Also, with Mr. Gary Swallow's plan here for his school, we're giving away
6 weeks.
Folks, if the winners for tonight, we will meet you in person to give it to you, or we will mail it to you, whatever's convenient. But happy holidays, and this is just a little treat for everyone that's watching and has supported us through this journey.
Correct.
Gary Swallow, CJ Vidal. We have some headlines from last week. CJ, listen closely. You're going to want to hear these headlines. Some good football here. After a big semifinal win, Oak Grove is headed back to the title game for the third straight year.
Right.
So 3 years in a row for Oak Grove. They're going to go try to repeat this year.
Right. That's going to be an interesting ball game, and I'm excited. I'm going to tell you, I'm excited about all of these games. It's unbelievable to see the talent that's coming out.
Yes, sir. How about Grand Lake, affected by 2 hurricanes this year, and COVID has hurt a lot of teams this year. Grand Lake, a lot of people lost homes this year because of the hurricane,
Right.
and this football team pulled together, and the community came in even stronger. Grand Lake leans on their offensive line and defensive effort to send their team to a state title game. How about Grand Lake in that community, what they've done? They're going to the state championship.
Right.
Gary.
You know, that going through the stuff, I mean, all of the Lake Charles schools, a lot of them couldn't even play. They had a lot of things happening over there. And Grand Lake, like you said, they came together and joined, forces and just put themselves on a path, and they're in the finals.
Yeah.
That's great.
CJ, what can you say about a team that has been affected so much with 2 hurricanes this year, and they just pulled together, and now they are state bound?
Man, they came up, man. I guess, like they say, whatever, don't kill you, make you stronger. And, they took their problems and turned them,
Yeah.
They focused and made it positive.
Exactly. Just like most of all the teams, whenever Katrina hit New Orleans,
right.
all them teams right there, man, they was affected real bad, and they still pretty much all went.
Yeah,
went to
that's
the
right.
Gary, can you
What we got?
read this next one?
Let's see. Oh, yeah, this is an interesting one. Manny ends the Cinderella run of General Trask with a basketball-type score, to punch their ticket. I'm going to tell you something. That was Manny showed me that they really, really wanted to get back there. They put up 83 points. 83 points against General Trask. Now, and I'm going to tell you, Manny's got a good ball club. Manny's got a lot of firepower. And it's going to be an interesting ball game because, they're going to, they're used to scoring points. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be a hard-fought game. But they're going to be going against a very, very motivated Kinder squad. So I'm looking forward to that game, and I'm looking forward to them just, just watching that game and just making it see, can they continue their, score, their offense? Can they continue to score like they have been? That's going to be the big question.
Oh, yeah. So, if, touching on that, a basketball score in a semifinal game, you just don't see it often.
That's something that, okay, you might see it in the first round, the second round of the playoffs, but this is the semifinals.
Yes.
You never see that. That's 83 points?
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Gary, how about we talk some Yellow Jacket football?
Yes.
Because they got some excited fans
I'm
in
excited
the comments
for
right
them.
now.
Yes.
How
Can't
about
wait
a
to see it.
Special teams mistake late sets up the Yellow Jackets with a game-winning touchdown on the road to send the Yellow Jackets back to the state championship. Yes, I said back to the state championship. And Kinder, their faithful, is coming in full ways. I heard they sold out of tickets in an hour.
Yeah.
It's going to be a dandy on Sunday afternoon.
I can't wait to be there. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to just cheer on the Yellow Jackets. I'm trying to be as neutral as I possibly can, but I'm going to tell you right now, I can't wait to see Kinder and Manny because Kinder's going to have, I think they're going to shut down the town. I think they're going to just be all the way there.
CJ, how about this next team? We battled them in high school. Church Point battling Bears. First semifinal appearance for the team. They played home this past week. Could Church Point get over the hump and get to a state championship game? And CJ, they fail by 1 yard on 4th down. And Madison Prep takes over and kills the clock. And Madison Prep is state bound. So Church Point falls 1 yard short of a state title appearance. So what is your thoughts on, because we fell a couple times in overtime. You know how those games went. What are your thoughts on if you're in the semifinals and you fall 1 yard short?
Man, it's just one of those mistakes, man. Something you regret. Like you saying, you know, we couple overtimes we went into, half of them was my fault, missing field goals and stuff. But man, we played Church Point. That was pretty good, solid. I think they had a big fullback, a big running back when we played them. And man, it's just I like to see all of the teams around this area, you know, make it to the top. I would have liked to see Church Point go.
Yeah.
That would have been great. Them corn-fed boys.
Yeah, man. Boy's big, man.
Well,
He
he
is a
just
big
said an interesting note, Gary. He likes to see the teams from this area make it.
Right.
Well, guess what? How about them Karen Crow Golden Bears? This is what I have for a headline for Karen Crow. Karen Crow with a complete team effort at home over Neville sends the Golden Bears back to the title game for the first time since 2011. I know you excited for them Golden Bears.
Yeah.
He
Man.
told me at the beginning of the week, Karen Crow Golden Bears is going to win the state title. I said, well, you're going to come tell us why on the show tonight.
Yeah.
My little cousin played for him too, so
Yeah.
that's another
Okay.
reason.
You got family involved in
Family
there.
involved,
Yeah, you got
okay.
that. That's all right. I understand that.
Yeah,
How about game of the year caliber between Union Parish and Lake Charles College
Oh, man.
Prep? That one ended with the Farmers 2-point conversion for the win, and their ticket is punched. What a outstanding game between Lake Charles College Prep and Union Parish, ending with a game-winning 2-point conversion.
Right. I'm going to tell you, Jordy, we talked about this before. Lake Charles College Prep had a special place, I know, in my heart because of the devastation of the hurricanes and everything that we had, between Delta over here and over there, Laura over there. It's just all of those schools were devastated, and this team was a shining beacon in that area. I mean, they were just coming up and they worked, and I know somebody has to win.
Yes.
But when you have a 43-42 ball game and it's a 2-point conversion that wins it for you, first of all, there's no loser in that game because of the talent that they have. But one had to go up, and Union Parish got that extra little push, and they took it. But, man, hats off to Lake Charles College Prep.
They'll be back.
They will be back because they're a young team. And hats off to Union Parish for doing what they had to do. It was awesome.
How about a rematch between Etna Carr and Warren Easton? They meet in the semifinals. This one had similar results as Carr is headed back to the title game. And guess what, CJ? They are going for a 5-peat this year. Yes, sir. 5-peat.
They've won 4 in a row. They're going for 5. They're working on the thumb.
Yes.
Or the pinky,
They're
whichever
going
one you
for
want
the
to call
pinky this year.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible run by them this year, and they got the Bears this go around.
This is going to be one of the most exciting games of the weekend. It is going to be the Karen Crow scored 81 points earlier this year. And, you looking at, they've been scoring in the 40s easy. But then you look at Edna Carr. Edna Carr is just all around powerhouse ball club. This is going to be the most interesting game of the year in my eyes. I think that this is going to be the most competitive ball game that we're going to see.
Man.
How about a rematch between Acadiana Wrecking Rams and Destrehan? They meet in the semifinals. This one is completely dominated in the trenches from the Wrecking Rams, and Acadiana. Quest for a repeat is still underway.
Right. You're right on that. I thought it was going to be a 8-3 ball game like we did in the finals last year, but man, did Acadiana prove us wrong? Acadiana is on a mission.
Yes, sir.
Acadiana is on a mission.
This year's games, you can find these year's games. They will be played on NFHS. Go subscribe today, or you can find it on Cox Television. So that is your two options. And you never know, folks, you might see us live.
You might.
Yeah, we just might have to sneak it.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of Kinder fans that can't make it, so you might have to see it.
Just don't tell nobody.
Don't tell nobody. Okay, round 3 for Manny and Kinder, as both teams are too familiar with each other. This is the rubber matchup. These two teams have met in the state title games a few years back,
Right.
back-to-back years. And folks, you have a dandy waiting. Manny, Kinder, round 3. Who wins the rubber match is yet to be determined. You don't want to miss it. Get your popcorn ready.
No. And isn't that the first game?
First
That's
game.
the first game of the week. It's gonna be there. It's gonna be interesting. I know I'm gonna be there. You're gonna be there. We're gonna just be cheering them on. And like I said, we're gonna be go team, but I think we're gonna be cheering for a little bit of Kinder in Yellow Jackets.
Karen Crow Golden Bears was greeted by former Bears coach Roland Evelyn. You know who that is?
Yes.
He won a state title for the Bears. And also, they were met by Acadiana former coach Ted Davison. You got two big names going to talk to your team this week. What a huge moment in those kids' lives to have two Hall of Fame coaches go talk to you.
Right. It's unbelievable. You have these kids looking at these guys that have done so much. That's like, you have somebody from our state championship team that comes out and talks to the boys today. I mean, that's just like, wow, you got the bling bling, you got all of that with it. It's amazing. But that's when you play ball and you have somebody that you look up to, doesn't that make you feel good whenever they come out that? Well, it makes your chest go out and pay attention. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Next headline of the week, it will be a rematch from last year's semifinal game between Calvary Baptist and a Wichita Christian. These two teams meet up in the state title game this go around, and it should be another instant classic. That one came down to the wire last year, and let's just say I'm excited for that Division IV state title matchup.
I'm going to tell you, Jordy, I was looking at all of the games. I think we're going to have some competitive ball games this year. I mean, I think all of these games have a chance to be nail biters. I mean, it's just, I think it's going to be awesome.
Next headline of the week, Bird head coach now has the record for the most wins in Caddo and Bossier Parish. So a huge congratulations to the Bird head coach for that accomplishment. Next headline, you like this one. Birchman's Academy wins 4th straight state championship. Talk about Bertram's.
Let me tell you something. That's one of the things that we don't talk about much here in this area is 8-man football. Birchman Academy has won 4, not 1, not 2, 3, 4 state championships in a row. I'm going to tell you something. I've been knowing a lot of these guys because we used to do, before COVID, we do Blue Ribbon Camp at the Academy of Sacred Heart, and I got to talk to these guys and watch these guys. These guys, their work ethic is so amazing. They're there. Most of the kids that play on that team would work at the camp, and they were at camp working out before they'd go before the camp, go in their weight room, work out, run, do whatever they had to do, go to camp, and then they do practice and stuff in the evening. I was like, my God, this is so awesome to see these kids work. And 4 state championships. And I'm going to tell you, if you've never watched 8-man football, it's not the same. But, boy, it's fun to watch.
Yes, sir.
And congratulations, Coach, and all you guys at Birchman's Academy. Hopefully we're going to be able to talk to you soon one day, and we'd love to do an interview with you guys.
How about LCA? CJ, you know who LCA is?
Oh, yeah.
We like to call them Lafayette Christian University Academy.
Yeah, right.
But LCA, they are eyeing a 4-peat this year with a really talented roster. So
Some LSU
LCA
commits.
got some big time commits on their program. They are eyeing a four-peat this year.
Man,
How about Edna Carr, folks?
Bubba.
Listen to this. Edna Carr, this is their 10th time in the last 11 years that Edna Carr will play in the state championship. You knew that?
I knew it was close. I didn't know it
I
was
didn't
quite
know
that
the
many.
exact number until I
didn't
heard
know
it
that.
today. CJ, how impressive is that from a 4A program?
Man, that's impressive. I remember going to the game of, I forgot what year it was, Livonia went.
Yeah.
I think it was 14.
Yeah.
I went and I seen him. I think that one of the guys from that team got their leg broke.
Yeah, that was
But I
kind of.
seen how talented they was, man.
The best damn entrance in high school
Why?
football.
When you watch them come on the field and you see the way it's done, man, if you ain't intimidated or if you ain't, it's just so awesome. They just have the confidence and the aura about them. It's amazing.
That's the ones that come out crawling.
Crawling
like
on
dogs.
everything. It's awesome.
Final headline of the week, folks. If you ain't got your tickets yet, they sold quick.
Right.
Tickets are $25 this year. You must buy a ticket for each game. And I know Bird and Catholic of Baton Rouge sold out. I know Alexandria might have sold out
Yeah.
of their side.
Yeah.
So if you ain't got your tickets yet, you better get them before they're gone because
Yeah.
they're not allowing anybody to just go in the stadium this year. You got to
Right.
have those,
And you
those
can have-
limited tickets.
Right, and you got to go and then come out and go back in. It's very because of COVID, a lot of things are being done differently.
Yep. Folks, if you ain't already, let us know in the comments who you're rooting for this week. Don't forget, we have gift cards to give away. Little Caesars for $10, Starbucks for $20, and Texas Roadhouse for $30. And also Mr. Gary Swallow, his pamphlet here for his class. CJ, any of your family watching tonight?
I really didn't tell nobody, man.
Uh-oh.
Well, my wife knows. She probably watching.
Well, tell her we have a Starbucks right here.
Yeah,
Okay.
Tell her she in
You
it.
watching? You watching with?
piece of pizza.
Yep. All right. Before we make our picks, let's take a look at the state championship teams this year. When was the last time they won a state title, and how long has it been, and how many does the program have? Folks, anyone in the comments, if you find an error in this what I'm about to say, then just let us know in the comments. We're not perfect. I did this in about an hour before the show. So if some of these are wrong, just let us know in the comments. We're going to start out in 5A teams competing this year. Acadiana, last state title was in 2019.
Last year.
They have 5 total state championships. That sounds right?
That's about right, yes.
Okay. Alexandria. I couldn't find a last
Never
state
did.
title,
Never
so
did.
I'm thinking that Alexandria is going for their first state title this year.
Correct.
So if anybody can let me know in the comments if Alexandria has ever won a state title before, I would greatly appreciate it. Edna Carr, last state title was 2019, and that Cougar football team has 6 state titles to their name. Karen Crow Golden Bears, last state title, 1992. You was around at the Dome for that one, huh?
Oh, yeah.
They have 1 state title to their name,
Yeah.
so they're trying to get number 2 this year.
Right, correct.
Madison Prep, if anyone wants to let me know about Madison Prep, I couldn't find anything, so I'm assuming they have
They're gonna
0.
play first.
But if they have some, just let us know. Union Parish, last state title back in 2013 when they beat Livonia.
Livonia,
Remember
right,
that one?
yeah.
Union Parish, I
They have
found
2.
2 state titles for Union Parish. Kinder Yellow Jacket fans, stand up. Your last state title was 2015, and you have 4 for your school history, going for number 5 this
Right.
year. Manny, last state title 2014 when they beat Kinder in the state
Right.
championship. I see 1 state title. If I'm wrong, Manny fans, let me know. Oak Grove, last state title was last year, 2019. They have 5 for their school. Grand Lake, I believe this is their first appearance and first ever opportunity, so I'm going to say Grand Lake has 0. How about Bird?
That's one.
How about Bird? Let me tell you. How about Bird? Last state title, 1949. It's been a while. It's
been
and
a
they're
long
due.
time.
They are due. But they have 7 state titles, Gary.
7.
7 state titles.
Before 49.
And their last one was
Oh
1949.
my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's awesome. That is awesome. I'm sorry.
Catholic of Baton Rouge, I have 2017 as their last
Right.
state title game, and I have 2
Right.
trophies won. De La Salle, could not find De La Salle. They might have 0. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong in the chats. St. Thomas More, last state title was 2019. They have
Yeah.
2 total.
Right.
St. Charles, 2011 was their last state title. They have 1. Lafayette Christian Academy, last state title was last year. They have 3.
You're going on 4. That's what they're looking at.
Wichita Christian, last state title was 2019, and they have 7.
Oh my God.
Calvary Baptist, last state title was 2014, and they have 2. Folks, if we got some in, let us know in the comments if we have some of them wrong. Gary, CJ, I think it's about time to
Let's
make
get
some
it.
state championship football picks. Call lines will be open as soon as we done making these picks.
That's right.
So, folks, buckle in. It's about to get good here. Folks, this is our opinions only. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone loves a certain team, but this is where we feel going into this week, correct?
Right. Correct.
CJ, you have all the scores in front of you.
from
You
the
have
last
the
one.
seeds. You have all that in front of you. So we will start out. Class 1A, folks. We have 1A state championship. It will be a 11 a.m. kickoff Monday, December 28th. And this will be between the number 1 ranked team in the state of Louisiana, Oak Grove, against the number 3 ranked team in the state, Grand Lake. Here is their roads to this title game. Oak Grove, first round bye. Then they met up with East Beauregard, hung 55 on them.
Right.
Then they met up with Logan Sport, hung 67 on
right.
them. Then they met up with Homer, hung 59 on them. And now they take on Grand Lake with the chance to repeat this year. How about Grand Lake Hornets? So much adversity this year for this team. 2 hurricanes battling all year, and they get to the title game. Here is their road.
First round bye.
First round bye for Grand Lake. Then they met up with Dale High. They beat them 36-6. Then they beat a really talented Centerville football team, and they beat them 27-6. And Grand Lake goes on the road for a semifinal appearance and beats a really talented East Iberville football team 13-8. Folks, it is the 1 seed Oak Grove versus the 3 seed Grand Lake. Something's got to give. Who wins the 1A state title game? Gary Swallow.
I'm going Oak Grove. I think they have too much offensive firepower, and I think they're going to put it on them.
CJ Vidal, who you like in this contest? Let everyone know at home. Are you going upset or are you going repeat?
I'll go with Oak Grove, man.
You like Oak Grove? There's some big boys up there.
Yeah. Really big boys.
Folks, you can let us know in the comments if you want to follow along with the picks. We will have you along. Let us know who you like. But folks, I am going to say it will be the Oak Grove to win the 1A state championship. And I hope it's a good game, Gary.
Right.
But we know how strong Oak Grove is.
Oak Grove's got in the 1A division. Oak Grove is probably the strongest team in the state.
Yeah.
And I think I'm hoping that it's a good competitive game, and I think it will be.
Yeah, I think so.
But I mean, I think Oak Grove is going to have a little too much.
Yeah. Hats off to Grand Lake for
Yeah.
an outstanding season.
We've seen Grand Lake in
We watched
person.
Grand Lake in person. They got some really good backs over there.
Yeah, they do.
They got some backs that can run. So be interesting. That's 11 a.m. kickoff on that Monday morning. So Get your tickets if you ain't already got your tickets. Congrats to both teams. Folks, it is the Class 2A state championship game, and these two teams are all too familiar with themselves. This will be the first game to start out all 9. And let's just say both sides have passionate fan bases. It will be a 1 p.m. kickoff, Sunday afternoon, December 27th, with the 2A state title on the line. It will be the number 1 ranked team in the state of Louisiana, Manny, versus the number 6 ranked team in the state of Louisiana, Kinder. Who has the edge in this one? Both teams look evenly matched. Let's take a road trip down these two teams' journey so far. Let's start off with Manny. Manny, first round game, it was a bye because of COVID.
Right.
Second round game, it was a bye because of COVID. So they did not play their first 2 weeks, CJ. And then it's really tough for a team to go week 3 not playing the first 2 weeks and not getting a home game as a 1 seed. Having to travel to a meet, a really talented athletic ball club, and fight. That's a long road trip.
And they fought. That was a scrappy game.
Yes. But Manny gets the job done on the road, showing how talented they are. Their final score was 34-30. Then they meet the Cinderella of their General Trask in the semis. We thought this one was going to be a lot closer than what the score did. A basketball score here, 83-36. So that is your road trip for Manny. Let's dive into Kinder Yellow Jackets, folks. Kinder Yellow Jackets opened up at home against Delcom, had no problems, 55-0. Then you played Avoyos. We were on Avoyos all year. We said which Avoyos team would show up this week. Will it be the Avoyos team that's going to fight for 4 quarters, or will this be the Avoyos team that we saw not show up in a couple times?
Right.
But this is the Avoyos team that showed up. But Kinder, proven once again at home, that crowd and that defense is a difference maker, getting the job done there. And then, folks, what a dandy, what a dandy. The Kinder Yellow Jackets went on the road to face a highly talented Laurelville football team. This Laurelville football team had an explosive offense. And let's just say
that was a good game.
This one was stopped at the 1-yard line, Gary. Sent into overtime, and double overtime victory for Kinder. One of the best games I've seen in a long time. So they get past Laurelville, and they meet up with Mangum, a Mangum football team that a lot of people are picking to win the state title this year.
Right.
And let's just say they take the 3-hour trip down to Mangum, and they have a dog fight with Mangum, and they just have enough at the end to beat a really good Mangum team.
Right.
So this Kinder team is bringing in a lot of momentum into this state championship game. Folks, it is the number 1 ranked team in the state, Manny, versus the 6th ranked team, Kinder. Get your popcorn ready. It's going to be good. Start us off with your pick. Let us know why.
I think this is going to be a closer game than people think. I think everybody's thinking that Manny's going to be scoring. I think it's going to be a close game. I think Kinder's going to be there, fight them strong, but I think in the end, I think Manny's going to be a little too much. I hate to say it, but that's my opinion. But I'm going to tell you, I want to see Kinder win it.
What side you sitting on?
Hey, we're just talking. You asked my opinion, dude. I'm telling you straight up. And I am going to be supporting Kinder. But I think Manny's going to be a little bit too strong.
CJ Vidal, first look at both teams. What is your initial thoughts after seeing the roads?
Manny got a powerhouse, but I'm going to go with Kinder on this one.
You like Kinder?
It's a good man.
CJ Vidal, playing you
Good
some
man.
music in the
Playing
beginning.
the card, man. That's
He's
right.
gonna close
Good
you out
job.
with some music. He likes Kinder. Folks, it is offense versus defense. it is fan base versus fan base. It is 4 quarters for the 2A state title game. It does not get any better than that. It's going to be a heck of a first game to kick us off. And I say, at the end, Kinder Yellow Jackets defense stands strong, and they will bring their 5th state title back to Kinder, Louisiana. Coshada, we're coming to see you if they win it.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah,
I heard
we will.
Destin's hooking us up with a room or something.
But
I'm going Kinder Yellow Jackets.
I think this is going to be a lot closer to thinking. But like you said, Kinder's defense has the opportunity, but you got to think about Manny's offense. So that's going to be the key. Which
chess
one?
match.
Which one will stand up? You know, and I'm hoping Kinder can take it. I really do. But like I said, you asked me not to pick with my heart, to pick with my head.
Don't pick with your heart. But I've seen this Kinder team play the last 2 weeks.
Oh, most definitely.
And you got a heck of a ball club there.
Yeah, oh, most definitely. And I watched it too,
Yeah.
so it's all good.
We are shifting gears to the 3A state championship, and folks, I barely have a voice left. I'm out of breath.
He's excited. He's hyperventilating.
I'm gassed up. CJ ain't seen me this hype since the kickoff in high school.
Right.
Hot out.
Yeah, that's
hideout.
right. Hideout. There you go.
Destin said we can let our hair down if they win. 3A state championship. Let's shift gears. This will be Wednesday, 1 p.m. kickoff, December 30th, and you will have number 2 ranked Union Parish with that highly talented sophomore running back,
Right.
Trey Holly, versus number 9, the highly talented quarterback, Zion Chris from Madison Prep. Folks, let's take a look at these 2 rows. And Mindy says Manny hasn't played much. Kinder going strong.
I hope so. I'm with you. Hope to see you there.
Woo! All right, let's take a look at Madison Prep's journey to the state title game. Madison Prep got things kicked off, easy win against Bogalusa. Then they went on the road to Donaldsonville, another easy win. Then they would run into a speed bump because they would play HEN and that highly talented Jennings Bulldogs offense, and ain't many teams stopped that offense this year. But
did.
guess what, folks? Madison Prep slows down Jennings at Jennings and comes away with a 7-point victory. And God almighty, that Madison Prep football team went on the road and did that.
Right.
Then they had to go on the road again to a physical, well-coached Church Point Battle and Bear football team. And you talking about a dog fight here. 4 quarters of football. It came down to 1 yard. Madison Prep, folks. 22-16 victory over Church Point. As much as that one pained us, but we still support Madison Prep right out of Baton Rouge.
Most definitely.
So the trip for Union Parish, and this Union Parish football team is a really good football team. They started off with a big win over North Webster. Then they got Booker T. Washington. That was a surprise there. They hung 53 on Booker T. Washington. Then our St. Martinville football team went down there to Union Parish. We thought they could be competitive, but
47.
Trey Holly says, oh no, sirree, our offensive line is that damn good. 47-6. And then the game of the year between Lake Charles College Prep and Union Parish. It took 4 quarters. It took a late touchdown. It took a 2-point conversion, but Union Parish with the nail-biting victory to send them to the state title game. 3A state championship, 1 p.m. Number 2, Union Parish. Number 9, Madison Prep. Gary Swallow. Who wins this game?
Man, this is going to be the hardest pick for me because of the talent of both teams. I think they are, oh man, they're just so talented. But I'm going to go with Madison Prep.
Ooh, Madison
I'm
Prep.
going with Madison Prep. I have a feeling that they're playing. Their quarterback is
Good
really
pick.
good. I'm going to go with Madison Prep
Good pick,
in a
my
close
man.
game. In a close game.
CJ, where are you leaning here?
Man, I'm gonna go with Madison Prep too, cause I'm looking what they did to Jennings right there.
You like
Yeah,
Madison Prep?
just that.
Yeah.
Folks, you're going to have to say it is a sweep across the board, and not many people are going to give Madison Prep a chance against that talented Union Parish team, but us three say Madison Prep. Best of luck to Zion
Right.
Chris. Great young kid
Yes.
we interviewed last year.
Right.
Can Madison Prep get their first state title game? First state title win. They got their hands full. That's
Right.
for sure. 4A state title game, folks. Karen Crow Golden Bears is going to win the state title.
Oh yeah.
Didn't even have to talk about it.
That's why, hey,
Go ahead and pick Edna Carr.
I am.
I know
I'm
you
picking
are.
Edna Carr.
I know you are. It is the 4A state championship, 6 p.m. kickoff, Tuesday, December 29th. The number 1 ranked team in the state, Karen Crow Golden Bears, versus the number 2 ranked team in the state, Edna Carr. These two teams finally meet. Finally meet. And folks, you have somebody going for a state title for the first time since 1992. You have somebody going for a 5-peat this year. It's going to be an exciting, thrilling matchup. You want me to talk about their roads before you get into the game?
Yeah, go ahead and do that because I'm going to talk for a minute.
Karen Crow started off the season with a bye because of COVID. Then they ran into DeRidder, no problems there. And then, folks, a record we thought was not going to be broke here in the playoffs. They hung 81, and then we saw Manny hang 83.
83,
So
right.
we thought 81 was going to hang for a little while, but
Yeah.
Karen Crow hung 81 against the 8th seed.
Black money, all right.
And then you had Neville
That
coming
game.
into town. Neville, full of tradition. Neville, talented recruits all over the field. Can Neville go and beat Karen Crow on the road? It was possible because we know who Neville is.
Right.
We did not expect to score Karen Crow en route
49.
Neville
They hung 49 points on Neville, dude.
and held him to 7.
Right. Oh, man.
Here's the road for Edna Carr. No problems. The first 2 weeks against A.J. Ellender in Estruma, they hung 70 on Estruma.
All right.
Then it would be Carr versus Eunice, and Eunice
Four.
ran into Edna
That-
Carr. That's all we
that's
can
right.
say. 40-7, and then the rematch with Warren Easton, and it would be similar results. Carr rode in this one, 35-13. Folks, it is gonna be Karen Crow versus Edna Carr, neutral site, even playing field, long road trip for both teams. Something's got to give. Are we gonna see a 5-peat? Are we gonna see a brand new champion in 4A? The road runs through Carr.
Right.
Carr is 4A. 4A is Carr. Can Karen Crow go tackle the Giant this week?
Okay, I've already picked Carr, but I'm going to tell you this. This is my input on this game. Karen Crow has the best team I've seen to come out of Karen Crow in years.
Mm-hmm.
They have offensive firepower. They have everything. Now, the key thing is, can they stop Carr? That's going to be the $1 million question.
Time of possession.
Time of possession, everything
Control the
like
line
that.
of scrimmage.
But you got to understand, like you said, Edna Carr has controlled this classification for years. They're going for a 5-peat. I think that's going to give them a little bit of an edge. But I'm looking, and you might think I'm crazy, but I'm looking at a 21-20, 28-27 ball game. I don't think they're going to be going crazy. I think it's going to be close. I think it's a 1-point or, within a field goal. I think it's within a 1 or 2 point game.
And if-
But I'm giving the
field goals,
edge.
You like Karen Crow.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that.
Pretty good field goal.
I'm just saying that I think it's going to be a very close game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. It's going to either be very, very tight or it's going to be like a
One
81,
side.
81, 83, 81 ball game, something like that. It's going to be a track meet or it's going to be, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts.
CJ, tell us why Karen Crow is going to win the state title.
Well, look what they done to Neville. That's a pretty good, decent team.
Oh, Neville's awesome. The tradition of Neville is amazing.
I mean, look across the board, like the scores they put on all these other teams. So that's not only because my little cousin playing for them. I mean,
You got family involved in
yeah.
that.
I mean, I went to the game in what it was 11. They played. I think they
Yeah.
played
Yeah.
West Monroe.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
there, and matter of fact, my little partner, Jeremy Rose, his little brother Jalen Rose was playing.
He's
When
over
I
there
got
too?
Yeah, but no, he
back in
graduated,
11.
but he was playing then. Yeah, but I'm going Karen Crow all the way.
Karen Crow all the way. Folks, I say control the line of scrimmage, cause turnovers, and don't give up the big play, and you will see Karen Crow bring the state title back to Karen Crow. But if you give up those three factors, then we will see a 5-peat.
5-peat, right.
But I'm going Karen Crow in a close victory. So, shifting gears,
some hard picks, man.
shifting gears. Shifting gears to 5A.
Oh, yeah.
Folks, you have the Acadiana Wrecking Rams going for the repeat. You got Alexandra trying to make some more history. 5A state title game will be 6 p.m. Wednesday evening, December 30th. It will be the number one ranked team in the state, Acadiana Wrecking Rams, versus number 6 in the state, Alexandra. Alexandra trying to make history this year. Got a really talented football team, Gary.
Yes, they do.
Really talented football team. But we know how good that Acadiana football team. We know how good that Acadiana football team. So let's take a look at their road. Acadiana, no problems with Covington. No problems with East Ascension. Then Mandeville slowed them down a little bit.
But
Only
they
held
still
them to
shut 'em
3
out.
scores, but they did get shut out there. So we have to look at this defense. If you look at this defense, CJ, this defense has given up 21 points in 4 games. Big statement there from that defense. And then they shut out Desterham at home. Alexandra's road. No problems with Slidell. Take care of business against Houghton. And then the Shockers start falling off the
Right.
board. If I told you that Alexandra would take down Zachary and West Monroe in the same playoffs, you would not believe me, right?
I wouldn't have. If I wouldn't have seen it, for my own, and the scores, I mean, it's just unbelievable. I mean, Zachary was a close game, but then they hung up 33 points on West Monroe
Yeah.
and held them to 17. And that was tied 17-17 at one point.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! So they got a force to be reckoned with. But here's the question: can they do it to Acadiana?
Can they meet up in the trenches and play 4 quarters? Because you know Acadiana goes for 4 quarters.
Right. 4 quarters from start to finish.
It's going to be a 4-quarter ball game, and guess what? We'll be there.
Yes, we will.
We'll be for Karen Crow. We'll be for Kinder. And it's going to be some fun matchups. But here's my question to y'all. Number 1 ranked team in the state, Acadiana, versus number 6, Alexandra. Do we see repeat or do we see history made?
I think Alexandria is a great ball club looking at what they did this year. But I don't see them beating Acadiana. I think Acadiana is going to just
Wear them down?
wear them down, run the veer, pound the ball, and their defense. We can talk about the veer all night long. Their defense is awesome.
Yeah.
That's the best defense I've seen at Acadiana in years. So I'm going Acadiana.
CJ, do you like Alexandria in this matchup, do you think they make history and bring the first state title back?
Man, I don't see it.
You don't see it?
Nah. I'm going with Acadiana. Reason being, I mean, like you say, they allowed 14 points in the whole playoff.
Yeah.
I mean, Acadiana, not only the championships they got, but I mean, you can look at their season this year. And I'm gonna go with Acadiana, man.
And they haven't run away from competition. They've gone out and played. They beat Curtis. They beat Ruston. And slip up against Catholic of Baton Rouge.
But Catholic of Baton Rouge playing for the Division I state title.
So I mean, they're not running away from competition. They're going after it, and that's what I think's helped them.
You know what I am so bitter about? That we did not get to see that Acadiana Carencro matchup this year.
I know,
because of COVID.
Right.
That would have been was canceled.
That would have been so awesome. I mean, I'd have got me a big bucket of popcorn and just, this is gonna be awesome. It would have been crazy,
Who they lost? Who Carencro lost against?
Carencro lost to St. Thomas More. St. Thomas More is playing for the Division II state title.
Yeah, so we got everybody that they've lost against. They're playing for a championship.
Man.
That's unbelievable.
CJ went Acadiana. Gary went Acadiana. Folks, it's going to be 4 quarters of great football, but I think towards the end, Acadiana will find that championship mentality football team in them, and they will pull away. They will control the line of scrimmage. But don't count Alexandria out, Gary. This team is going to be fired up. This team's going to be playing with a lot of emotion. That first half might be exciting.
The key thing for Acadiana is to make sure they don't do like they did against Catholic.
No turnovers.
No turnovers. If they turn the ball over, I see Alexandria pulling an upset. But if they control the line of scrimmage, control the ball, I don't see Alexandria having a chance. And I hate to say it that way, but the ball is in Acadiana's court. Control the ball, control the line of scrimmage, and just play sound defense. You win.
All right, how about your nightcap for that first day? Sunday, 6 p.m., December 27th. It will be the number 3 ranked team in the state, Bird, versus the number 4 ranked team in the state, Catholic of BR. We've seen how good Catholic of BR this year, and we just seen Bird take down
John Curtis
Christian Academy. Holly. The shirt.
Get that.
So how about their road?
Just tape it up again.
I got you.
Bird. They had a first round bye.
Yeah.
And then they met St. Aug, a team that knocked them out of the playoffs a week before that.
Right.
Knocked them out of the playoffs last year. No problems there. And then you get John Curtis coming in. And we said John Curtis, they woke up.
Right.
Taking down Scotlandville. They were on their road for their 20-something state title. But Bird said, not so fast. You coming into my hometown. You're going against my defense. My fans are in the stands. My coaches have put in all this time throughout this offseason and this year. You're not going to take this from us. Bird said this is our year to get back to the title game, and guess what, Gary? They are back in the title game.
That's awesome. You beat John Curtis 14-13. Now, I don't know exactly how I did, whether it was miss extra point, block extra point, whatever. But, I mean, that's impressive in itself. I mean, that's just, especially John Curtis. John Curtis, they'll play all of these big teams, but they're geared to getting their team ready for the playoffs to get to the title game.
You want to talk about a team that has faced the gauntlet so far in this playoffs? How about Catholic of Baton Rouge?
You're right.
First round bye, and then you get the defending state champs in the second round. You get rumbled out the gate. And let's just say that was a 7-point win, so we know how that one ended up.
42-35. Yeah,
and then you get the number 1 ranked team in the state, undefeated, Brother Martin, And check out that score. 49-31. Brother Martin
Goes down.
goes down to Catholic of Baton Rouge. So this Catholic of Baton Rouge is hitting on all cylinders right now. That game was sold out the first day.
Right.
No
Yeah.
tickets anywhere to
Right.
find. Bird, Catholic of Baton Rouge, 6 p.m. nightcap, first night.
Right.
Who wins the Division I state title game? Start us off, Gary.
Catholic of Baton Rouge. I think they're
Short and sweet, huh?
I think they've got it. I've seen them. I didn't get a chance to go watch them personally, but I watched via the stream them play against Acadiana, and I'm gonna tell you, they take advantage of everything you give them, and I think it's gonna be like I said, I think all of these matches are going to be close.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a dogfight, but I think Catholic of Baton Rouge is going to come out on top.
CJ,
Catholic.
you like Catholic of Baton Rouge?
I like them, and just looking at all the rest of the playoff games, the quarterfinals, I'm gonna go with Catholic, man, because they came in and what they did to.
Rome was the defending state champions, and I mean they were primed to go try to make a repeat. But I mean,
Yeah.
Catholic went in there and just out hustled them, out pounded them.
Well, folks, somebody has to disagree on this panel, and I just gonna look at me whenever we make this decision. Sunday night, it will be Bird versus Catholic of Baton Rouge, and my pick is Bird to win the Division I state title game. You know how I feel about teams making that push to get back to the title game and win it. Same thing Alexandria is doing.
Right.
You know how I feel about those
Right.
those teams.
I'm just so glad to see new people in there.
Yeah.
I really am. That's my, I have to pick with my eyes and my head and everything like that. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm just glad to see new people in there. I really am.
About the Division II state championship. This will be a 7:30 kickoff, the final game of the Monday night, December 28th. It will be a rematch of last year's state championship game. Number 1 ranked De La Salle versus number 2 ranked St. Thomas More. These seeds are just switched this
Right,
year.
from last year, yeah,
From
correct.
last year. These two teams met up at St. Thomas More High School for the state championship last year. Crazy times. Now
Right.
they're going to meet up on neutral grounds. Can De La Salle give St. Thomas More all they can hope for in this contest, or will we see St. Thomas More with the repeat? Here is your road. De La Salle, first round bye. Then they met up with Turlins. 28-17 win there. Not so big. Not too big. But Evie White came into town and De La Salle put it on them. 42-2.
Right.
So De La Salle back in the title game. St. Thomas More's road, first
Bye.
round bye. Then they get Parkview Baptist. Parkview
Shut 'em
Baptist
out.
always tough, and they shut them out. Then they get University Lab. University Lab, what a great ULAB football team there is. But they would run into Jack Beck, Walker Howard, and that St. Thomas More Cougar football team. And that was a close win for the Cougars. So it is number 1, De La Salle. Number 2, St. Thomas More for the Division II state championship. Repeat or new blood, Gary?
I think it's going to be a repeat. I think St. Thomas More is going to be a little bit too tough. I think De La Salle's had this matchup circled all year. They wanted another chance at him, but I think STM's just got too much talent for him. I think it's going to be STM as a repeat.
CJ, what you feel about the Cougars and De La Salle?
I'm gonna go with De La Salle, man.
You like De La Salle? Hey, I'm not
Yeah.
mad at you for that
Yeah.
pick. Like you said, they circled that game.
Yeah, they did.
I'm gonna go with them.
De La Salle.
I'm going to say St. Thomas More will win this game, but I do not think it's going to be a blowout like last year. I think it's going to be a more competitive game
Right.
this go around.
that's a hard one to pick because I think they're so evenly matched. I mean, it's really going to be good. And then at a neutral site, they're not at Cougar Field. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why they played there?
It's, I mean,
Catholic schools had a choice of where they wanted to play the state title game last year.
Yeah.
So you've seen teams playing at Tulane, UL. We've seen them at
their
Superdome,
Right.
and we've seen them at St. Thomas More.
Yeah.
Division III state championship matchup. It will be a repeat of last year's state title game. Number 2, St. Charles versus number 5, LCA. 3 p.m. kickoff on that Monday, December 28th. This is the middle game in a 3-game series there. Road to the title game. Let's start off with LCA, the defending 3-peat state champs. Earned the 5 seed this year, and that just shows you how bad the district was in strength of schedule.
Right.
But they would squeak by Episcopal with a 14-12 win. I heard it was a dropped snap from the placeholder for the game-winning field goal.
Right.
Remember that?
Yeah, I
For
heard, yeah.
Episcopal.
Right.
So, get by Episcopal. Then you go down to Newman, and you go to Greeny Stadium. Me and CJ played on that field, and
Play
they
Arch.
win 21-7. So they're not blowing teams out. They're getting it done with defense. Something we're not familiar with.
Right. Exactly.
Something the previous past years, they've been torching teams. But this year, the playoffs, they're relying on their defense. How about St. Charles? First round bye, get past Dunham, and then they get Notre Dame at home. And we all know how good that Pio football team is. And that Pio football team was a 2-point conversion away from sending that one into overtime.
Right.
And that one would end with a 2-point victory. So the date is set. It is a rematch. Number 5, LCA. Number 2, St. Charles. Who wins the Division III state title game? Gary Swallow, you have the floor.
Man, I think this is going to be Lafayette Christian. I mean, I'm watching their road, and it seems like they had a lot more competition against some teams, coming up. I mean, like you said, the Episcopal loss. The Episcopal win. That was a bad snap away from a bad hole away from a loss. And you're looking at the scores are real close. I won't lie to you, and we talked about this earlier in the year. I was predicting Notre Dame and Lafayette Christian to be in the finals.
Yeah.
Again, not only for district, but that. But my philosophy is that to be the man, you got to beat the man. And I think Lafayette Christian, with all of their talent, if they're healthy, now we heard some rumors about some of their stars being hurt and not playing and all very well. But I'm going to go ahead and go with Lafayette Christian because I think in order for St. Charles to take it, you got to beat them.
Yeah.
And I think that their tradition and everything that they've got, I think they got that little edge. They're going to go for.
CJ, are we seeing a 4-peat this year from LCA, or is St. Charles coming spoil the party?
4-peat.
4-peat?
Oh, yeah.
Short and sweet, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
4-peat from CJ. Folks, final game for Sage Ryan before he joins the LSU Tigers. And I think Sage Ryan is going to have 4 rings before he walks out of LCA as a graduate of the Knights. So I'm going LCA Knights with the 4-peat. Folks, it has been a long night. We are down to our final bracket. It is the Division IV State Championship game. This will be a 1 p.m. Tuesday, December 29th. Number 1, Calvary Baptist versus number 3, Wichita Christian for the Division 4 state championship. Roads to the state title game. Calvary Baptist, no problems. Their first 2 weeks against St. Martin's and Catholic of Point Capee. Then they get the really talented Southern Lab football team, and they held that offense to only 14 points
right.
to punch their ticket. When you're talking about a Wichita Christian, the defending state champs, get a bye the first round, and then you get Country Day the second round. No problems there. Semi-final matchup will be at Vermilion Catholic. Gary, this one took overtime
Right.
to decide this one. A failed 2-point conversion sends a Wichita Christian to the state title game to try for the repeat. Folks, it is Calvary Baptist, a Wichita Christian, rematch of the semis from last year. Wichita Christian's going for the repeat, or does Calvary Baptist get back on top?
Man, this is going to be the hardest game to pick.
The Wichita Christian? I'm saying it wrong?
Yeah, Washita.
Oh,
Washita.
I'm saying Wichita.
It's this thing. Tomato.
What a great game.
This is going to be the I think the most competitive, and I'm gonna shock you. I think Calvary Baptist is gonna outdo Washita Christian.
I'm not shocked at all about that pick. CJ, where are you leaning?
Going with Calvary Baptist too.
Calvary Baptist, Calvary Baptist, Calvary Baptist. Big shout out to Mr. Chad over there at Calvary Baptist. I think your football team is going to win the state title this year. I am going Calvary Baptist for the Division IV state title.
I just have a gut feeling. Man.
Folks, that was our game picks. We picked all 9 brackets. You have shown the love all night in the comments, picking teams left and right. We have some gift cards to give away soon. But first, we have a couple callers that want to talk about these matchups and pick their games. So, Chris, you can call in first if you want, brother. The call-in number is 337-592-9086. Let's get Chris on the line and let's talk state championship football with Mr. Chris. Chris is from Lowerville. He live streams the games from Lowerville. Let's see who we got first. Oh, we missed the call. Here we go. Hello, this is Jordan Taylor sitting here with Gary Swallow and CJ Vidal. Who do you have the pleasure of talking to tonight?
This is Chris, man, calling with my picks.
Mr.
All
Chris,
right.
Mr. Chris from Lowerville, Louisiana. Mr. Chris, we're going to have to call a game together one day.
Oh, yes, definitely.
We have some game picks. Are you ready to go, brother?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
All right, let's start out in the 1A brackets here. You have number 1 Oak Grove versus number 3 Grand Lake.
All right,
Chris,
Grand
what is your
Lake.
thoughts?
Grand Lake, great story. Coming through the hurricane, these guys have a lot to play for. But Oak Grove's just too much. You cannot pick anyone against Oak Grove this year. Oak Grove is going to win the title.
Yeah.
No question, this is going to probably be a blowout.
Switching gears, Mr. Chris, we are going to the 2A brackets. A lot of fans are in this comment section waiting on this pick.
That's my people.
Are you leaning towards Manny or are you leaning towards Kinder? Who's going to bring back the 2A state title?
You know, Kinder, that's my people. You know, besides what I'm doing here, I'm a board member of the Louisville Community Project, and you know, we went cooking a few places, and Kinder was our first place we went. We love our Kinder people. They have a great defensive line. They have a great defense. Offensively, though, they struggle to throw the ball. They can run the ball over you. I really not going to pick with my heart I'm going to pick with my head, and I'm going with Manny in this one.
Hey, Mr. Gary did the same thing. He didn't pick with his heart earlier. So you and Mr. Gary are thinking alike there.
But I really want Kinder to win.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be on the Kinder sideline. Not on the sideline, but on their side of the stadium. I bought my tickets on their side. I'm going to be sitting with them.
Well, come sit by us,
Sit by
brother.
us.
Definitely.
How about the 3A state championship? Number 2 Union Parish versus number 9 Madison Prep. Who has the better game, Trey Holly or Zion Chris?
So all of my state championship picks are still in it. Beginning of the state playoffs, I picked Union Parish, but I had them winning over Jennings.
Okay.
Going up against Madison Prep, that's a whole different story. The Madison Prep defense will stop Trey Holly, and Madison Prep will win the state title.
I love
I
that
love
pick.
that pick, yes.
Love it.
We think alike, my brother.
Oh, yeah.
Class 4A state championship. I'm very intrigued to hear where are you leaning for this pick. It is number 1 Karen Crow versus number 2 Edna Carr. Do we see the Golden Bears take down the juggernaut theirself and Edna Carr, or is this another 5-peat season?
This is one, the defenses, they're evenly matched. They're both barely giving up over 9 points a game. Karen Crow, great offense, 81 points against Blackman. They scored 42 against the Ritter. I was surprised they beat Neville. But you got to go with experience in this one. I'm going with Edna Carr. The Cougars take the state title.
You like the Cougars? Hey, nobody's mad at you. A lot
No.
of people are going with the Cougars.
Man, these games are hard to pick, man. They got some close ones that's going to be happening.
Oh, yeah. How about the 5A state championship here? You got, let's see, Acadiana going for the repeat, and we all know about that defensive line they got on that side of the ball. But against a surprise Alexandria team, when you can say you knocked out Zachary and West Monroe in the same playoff bracket, you are turning a lot of heads. So where are you leaning towards Acadiana and Alexandria?
When you first look at Alexandria, Bogman has them doing their thing. They're playing great right now. Their first 2 games, Slidell, not good. Horton, their best player is a baseball player. Mm-hmm. I was very surprised they beat Zachary and West Monroe. But that Vera machine in that offensive line at Acadiana and Coach Trey Sutton, you can't look away from them. They're going to win it, no doubt. Acadiana wins by at least 2 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
That is your public schools. How about the Division I state title game? Some of the guys disagreed with me here. I went Bird. What is your thoughts on number 3 Bird versus number 4 Catholic of Baton Rouge?
Same thing. Bird really, everybody thinks John Curtis is great. This year they were down.
Right.
St. Aug's is not good this year. They haven't been good since Leonard Fournette was there. So Bird beat St. Aug's. They barely beat John Curtis. Dog football has beat Rummel. They beat the number 1 seed, Brother Martin. They have run the Catholic League. All the playoffs. Catholic Baton Rouge wins the state title this year.
You talk about a road that was presented in front of them with Rummel and Brother Morton.
Right.
Shifting gears to the Division II state title game, you have a rematch between De La Salle and St. Thomas More. We all know how that one ended last year. Looks like a revenge tour for De La Salle. Gary said they probably circled this one on the calendar. What is your thoughts between number 1 and number 2?
These are very evenly matched teams. Both teams giving them, De La Salle 9.5 points a game in the playoffs. St. Thomas More 11.5 points a game, scoring about the same. Last year, STM at home had the whole hometown crowd going for them this year. This year, STM is going to repeat. Dominic Zephyrin might give up a pass. He's not giving up any touchdowns. Cornerback, signed with Yale. STM for the win.
Good deal. Speaking of repeat state championship games, how about the Division III state title game? you have the second-ranked St. Charles versus the 5 seed Lafayette Christian Academy. Does LCA join the very few that have tasted four peats in their high school careers, or does St. Charles come in and spoil the party for LCA?
LCA is not a 5 seed. I'll just start off by saying that.
Right.
You know, this year with the PowerPoints, with the shortened season, the ratings, you threw it out the window. LCA was the 1 seed in D3, not Newman. LCA has not scored many points, but they do what it needs to. They do what they need to do to win. They'll do the same thing this week. LCA for the title.
And final bracket game, Division 4, number 1 Calvary Baptist versus number 3 of Wichita Christian. What an outstanding Division 4 state title game. Give me your thoughts.
You know, you got Landry Liddy gonna light it up. That's what he does. Hunter Herring with Wichita, great quarterback, great size, great running ability. His passing is down this year because of his receivers are down. You know, Drew Leger put up 34 points against him with DC. Landry Liddy might put up 50. I'm going with Calvary for the title this one.
Chris, final words for our listeners, and give us your thoughts on the entire season and before we get to the state championships this year.
I'm just glad we were able to have a season. It was great. It was a lot of fun. You know, we started the Louisville Broadcasting Network. We streamed the Louisville games. You guys joined us for the Kinder game. Made a lot of friends, had a lot of fun. We're going to keep it going this year with softball as our next adventure, I should say. You know, a lot of people ask, what's the best zip code for football? As you can see from my picks, the 337. 337 is the best zip code when it comes to football in Louisiana.
True. I think so too.
Oh, yeah, you have 4 teams representing from the Lafayette area this year. What can you say about LCA, Acadiana, Karen Crow, and St. Thomas More? I bet you wish that that game would have just been played at UL.
Oh, if it was at UL, it would have been great. But Turpin Stadium's a great stadium. I was there years ago. I'm glad, with it being Christmas time, that the game's over there. You know, it gives fans something to do. You got the Christmas lights, you got everything. It's going to be a great time. I can't wait to see everyone there. I'll be there Sunday. If y'all looking for me, I'll have my UL hoodie. Y'all know what I look like. I'll be there.
Well, Chris, we appreciate your call in and making picks with us tonight, folks. That was Chris Razanet from Loreauville, Louisiana. It's a pleasure to finally get to meet you Sunday, Chris.
Yes, man. I'll see y'all there.
All right, Chris, safe travels.
All right. Thank you, man.
Folks, that was Mr. Chris from right there in Loreauville, and he live streams all the Loreauville games, so that is something that I'm really thankful for, that he called in to make some picks with us tonight, Gary.
Right. That's awesome. The more the merrier. Whenever you have, especially the championship rounds, there's no bad picks, really. But the more people we get involved, the more fun it is. And it's better for everybody.
Got another call in coming in. This is Jordan Taylor sitting here with Gary Swallow and CJ Vidal. Who do we have the pleasure of talking with tonight? Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Jordan? This is Destin.
What's up, Destin? Gary, this is Destin that organized everything. This is the one that got all of that right there. We want to personally thank you, Destin, on live air.
Right.
And tell you how grateful and appreciative we are. And just say we can't wait to sit on side you Sunday and watch the Kinder Yellow Jackets play.
Oh, man, it's no problem. Glad we could, our community could help y'all out.
Destin,
Show y'all what Kinder's about.
anything you want to say to everyone that's watching right now and to the guys sitting here tonight?
Oh, man, I think y'all doing a great job doing what y'all do. Man, that's every sports person's dreams, to be able to sit there and talk sports and travel and do what y'all do. But everybody from Kinder that's watching y'all's live stream, thank y'all for, showing Mr. Gary and Jordan how we roll over here.
Well, man, I want to tell you personally, I'm just amazed at the community and how y'all opened your arms to us, and I really want to thank you personally and just say great job and good luck, Kinder. I'd love to see y'all take it and bring it back home.
I appreciate you, Mr. Gary. Yeah, maybe we can get you to change your pick next time we go somewhere. And
I got you, man. I got you.
Destin, where's the tailgate Sunday? Because we sure are hungry.
Oh man, look, we're gonna have to get with Roger Laughlin. You know, he got the best Buddha in the state over there, Mr. P. We'll have to tell him to bring it.
Hey, bring it. We love to eat.
Good deal, brother. We will be in touch. I look forward to seeing y'all Sunday. Don't forget to come sit by us because we have to get that game somehow in the air.
Yeah, I got you. Hey, and I got your shirt. I'm seeing your previews and shirts. Got a little Kinder touch to you under the lights.
That's what I'm talking about, brother. I'm going to have to call Eddie and start bragging about you.
All right, man. Well, y'all, hey, thank y'all for showing us all the love y'all did, and man, y'all keep doing a great job.
All right, D.
Thank you, buddy.
All right. Yes, sir.
That was Mr. Destin Castello. I might have said that wrong. But right there from Kinder, showing so much love and appreciative towards him is greatly appreciated. Let's see. I think I have one or two more callers. Let's see. Before we close this thing out and give away some gift cards.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. Holly, you got all the names wrote down? They ready to go? Okay, you can start bringing them over here. We will get these gift cards knocked out in a few minutes. I know you got to get home.
Oh.
I don't want to get you in trouble.
Oh, man.
Somebody gonna be waiting at the door going. Don't worry, I've been there.
Come on, man.
I know how it works.
What happened? So Holly has been collecting names all night, and we have these names in the drawing. It's not going to be rigged, Gary Swallow. I am pouring it out on your desk, and you're going to read it, and we're going to throw it back in there, okay?
All right, let's do it.
Good deal. So we will throw the names out here, and we'll let you know who's entered into the drawing. Last chance to get entered to the drawing. Let us know who you're rooting for this coming week for the state title games. All right, they're going here. First name, Gary. Cool, you're going slow.
Yeah,
First
buddy.
name, John David Gordon. You are entered into the contest. Let's see. Next name will be Grant Jarrow. You are entered into the contest. Next name, Alexis Barker. You are entered. CJ, you're going to make the pool tonight. Yolanda Parker. You are entered into the contest.
Yeah, the final pool.
Here we go. Paula Livingston, you are entered into the contest. Brianna Abear, you are entered into the contest. A lot of love shown tonight, Gary.
I know it.
Eric Kuiper, you are entered. Mr. Terrell Weil, you are entered. Get your comments in. Once we read the last name, it will be closed. Rachel Abear, you are entered into the contest. Kimberly Laughlin, you are entered into the contest. Remember, I couldn't say that last name the whole time I was at Lowerville. Susie Lopez, you are entered into the contest. Somebody said dig deep. I'm on the bottom. Mike Blackburn, you are entered into the contest. Missy Alamone, you are entered into the contest. Cassandra Thomas, you are entered into the contest. Mindy Barus, you are entered into the contest.
Go ahead, Mindy.
Shake that bowl. Phyllis Lacombe, you are entered into the contest. Which kinder person is gonna come meet me?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get Miss Kayla Carrier? Okay. All right. Jacob Butts, you are entered into the contest. See there, we're gonna try to hurry.
Nah, man, you good? Take your time, bro.
Sheila DuPont, you are entered into the contest. All new grounds for you, huh?
That's right.
We do it different around here. Vicky Tunwar, you are entered into the contest. You better not leave without getting to play that Raising Cane's.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take her to go play my
They
wife.
got a lot.
You got a lot
We
over.
got so much chicken over here, folks, that we had 3 guys not be able to make it tonight. So we got so much chicken. We wish we just had one of those big parties
Yeah,
and invited all of Kinder here.
My wife cooking gumbo, man.
We're going to his house.
Uh-oh.
I better take her to go play.
Take it to go play. Sam Bacon, my man. You are entered into the contest. You better not win again, my man. He's a winning machine.
He got that touch.
Lori Pickle, you are entered into the contest. You got Kelly? Okay, she's writing it down over there. Emmett Cole, you are entered into the contest. You should have broadcast from Kinder. I would have did it. I would have did it from the football field if someone would have had us. Destin Castiello. Say that last name right for me.
Castillo.
Castillo. Castillo, Destin, you are entered. Let's see. David Henry, you are entered. They said we should go host a show from Kinder. Well, folks, if Kinder wins the state championship,
We'll go.
Bring the trophy, and we are coming to a recap show.
Yes,
And
we will.
We will have head coach on if he would join us.
Yeah.
Boo Fatno, you are entered. Or we will just have Destin on. Or we can have Eric on. We can have everybody, whoever wants to come. It doesn't matter. We know we ain't too good at this, but we try. Cheryl LeBlanc, you are entered. Jessica DeLucie? DeLucie?
Delucy?
God, I'm bad in I'm bad in speech. We from Port Barry, man.
We talk with that accent there, you know.
Hello, this is Jordan Taylor sitting here with Gary Swallow and CJ Vidal. Who do we have the pleasure of talking to tonight?
This is Gags, Michael Gagliano. What's going on?
Hey.
Michael Gagliano,
Gagliano,
I'm messing
man.
up last names tonight. Gags, what's going on tonight, brother?
Not much. Just ready to do some picks with y'all, and then talk about some things. Let's get it going.
Okay, folks, we will get right back to the drawing names as soon as we make some more picks. Ray Creasy, you are entered into the drawing. All right, guys, we're going to kick this off in 1A. How about that number 1 ranked team, Oak Grove, going for the repeat against 3 seed surprise team Grand Lake. What is your thoughts about that 1A matchup?
Well, I love a good Cinderella story, and everything Grand Lake's been through, like you mentioned earlier, with the 2 hurricanes and being relocated and everything. So I'm gonna go right off the bat. I'm gonna pick an upset. I'm gonna take Grand Lake, a close game, maybe like 27-24. I'm gonna take Grand Lake.
Hey, Grand Lake faithful are picking them, and so is Gags. Gags, I'm not mad at you for that pick. I'm rooting for Grand Lake myself because of the story.
Absolutely. I mean, I love a good Cinderella story, and what better way to cap it off than with a state title?
Yeah, and if not,
Right.
then heck of a season for that football team.
Absolutely.
2A state championship game. You got a lot of Kinder fans in that chat waiting to hear this matchup, Gags. I got 1 seed Manning versus 6 seed Kinder. What is your thoughts on this matchup for the 2A state title?
As much as I love the way Kinder played last week in your live stream, I'm going to have to go with Manny, unfortunately. I know I might lose some fans tonight, but I can't get over the 83-point barrage that they put on General Trask last week. That offense is very lethal. I like what they're doing offensively. I think defensively they've done some nice things as well. So I'm going to go with Manny. I'm not going to say it'd be a blowout. I'll say maybe between 10 and 14 points, maybe like a 34-20 type of game. I think Kinder will play good, and I would not be surprised if Kinder does win outright.
Okay, nobody's mad at you, Gags. Even Gary went Manny tonight.
Nice.
Hey, hold on, Gary. Hit him with that upset.
Wow.
I love it. I'm a big fan, Gary.
Thank you.
3A state championship, Madison Prep versus Union Parish. Who can stop Trey Holly this year, or is it Zion Chris's time to shine? Madison Prep or Union Parish?
Well, you 3 picked Madison Prep early, and I'm going to think it's going to be a 4-way sweep. I'm going to go Madison Prep. I just like Madison Prep and what they've done this year. I don't know too much about the 2 teams. I've followed them a little bit since the playoffs, but I'm going to go Madison Prep here.
Good deal, brother. The clash of 4A, it all comes down to the Golden Bears versus the Cougars. Number 1, Karen Crow versus number 2, Edna Carr. Gags, do we see a 5-peat, or do we see the Golden Bears taking the trophy back home to Karen Crow?
As much as I love to see Karen Crow win, I went against Carr last week, and we talked about that. I picked Easton last week,
Yeah.
and Easton got totally embarrassed. I'm not picking against Edna Carr. I think Edna Carr wins pretty handily. I think by 21-point margin. I'm going to go 52-31 Carr, and it's not even close.
Good deal. 5A state championship. Acadiana Wrecking Rams, that's a local team here for us, against Alexandra. Alexandra's chasing history. Acadiana's chasing repeat. Give me your thoughts.
I'm going to go with Acadiana. I love what they do. I love the offensive side. I love the defensive side. They're just so balanced. And Acadiana, their name tells it all, the Wrecking Crew. And I think the Alexandria dream runs over. I've been following Acadia for a long time because I also follow West Monroe, and they always clash. It's Acadiana for me. I think this is my lock of the week, Acadiana over Alexandria.
Good deal. Shifting gears to the private schools, it is a Division I state title game. You talked about Cinderella stories earlier, where you got Bird going for a state title game this year, but you have Catholic of Baton Rouge with that dominant playoff resume that they have so far, taking down Rummel and Brother Martin. Give me your thoughts on Catholic of Baton Rouge and Bird.
As much as I love to pick Bird, because they knocked out John Curtis this year and everything, you know, I'm gonna say it in the words of Matt Moscona, Catholic High. That's who I'm going with in that matchup. Catholic High.
And you know he's excited, huh?
Yeah.
The-
Oh yeah. I just think Catholic High's got too much firepower for Bird. I love the story. You know, I love that they knocked out John Curtis because I'm not the biggest John Curtis fan. I won't lie to you, but I'm gonna go with Catholic High in that matchup.
This guy either. let's see.
Just a little bit.
Division II state title game rematch of last year's teams. De La Salle versus St. Thomas More. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with De La Salle. That's right there in your neck of the woods. So what is your thoughts?
De La Salle easy for me. This is my second lock of the week. De La Salle's just, I tell you, when you talk about an offensive juggernaut, it's De La Salle. They're one of the more classier teams out there. They just do everything right. Special teams, defensively, offensively, coaching, even. I just don't see this being much of a ball game. I know you say it's a rematch of last year. I don't see it being close. I'm going to go De La Salle, and I'm going to go De La Salle big.
Okay. How about Division III? Another repeat of last year's state title game between Lafayette Christian Academy and St. Charles. Lafayette Christian Academy goes for the four-peat this year. St. Charles looking to get their first title since 2011.
So I have a buddy that lives in Lafayette, so a shout out to him, my buddy Craig. I'm going to go with Lafayette Christian here just because he lives in Lafayette. I don't know too much about these next two matchups because I'm on the opposite side. I'm in Chalmette, Louisiana, so I'll be lying to you if I gave you an honest analysis of this game. I'm going to go Lafayette Christian due to my buddy Craig.
Cool.
Good deal. Last game to pick from. It is the Division IV state title game. Last year, these two teams met. 48-46 was the final score in favor of the Wichita Christian. This year, they meet in the state title game. Calvary Baptist versus the Wichita Christian. It just doesn't get any better than that. What is your thoughts?
Give me Calvary Baptist 52-50.
Hey, I can see it. I can see
that
exactly
happening.
that score too.
Yeah, 52-50 Calvary Baptist. They flipped the script this year and they come back and win a state title. 52-50, and the most exciting game of the tier of games this weekend.
Yeah, I called that one too. I said that could be the steal of the week. That one right there.
Great minds think alike, Jordan. You know, man, we have a lot in common.
Oh yeah. Gags, anything else you want to say before we get off the phone, brother?
Just real quick, I'd like to give a shout out to you for everything that you're doing, man. I mean, 12K views on a live stream this week. A lot of people are talking about you, man. You're really starting to blow up. And look, I appreciate everything that you're doing. You give me a chance to call in tonight, give my picks. It's nice to see a blue collar man like yourself making it big. I love stories like you, and it's really cool. And just keep pushing and grinding, brother. I'm always here for you.
Folks, you got to go follow this man on Facebook. Hit us with one of your famous lines before you get off the air.
It's the Paris Weather Report. It is hotter than a state football final game.
That's right.
Folks, go follow Michael Gagliano on Facebook. You won't be sorry. Gags, have a great rest of the night. We look forward to hearing from you once these state title games are over.
Thank you for having me. Merry Christmas, y'all.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
guys.
Christmas. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, man.
Let's see, back to action here. And Sam Bacon, if you're still watching, if you want to call in, you're the final caller of the night. If anybody else wants to call in, the phone line is 337-592-9086. So if you want to call in, Holly's going to put that in the comments. And you can give us your picks also if you want. Next name going into the drawing is Kelly Marcianto.
Marcantel.
Marcantel. You're
Spelled it out. She sounded it out for you. Comment.
Marcantel. Next comment will be Cody Smith. Is that Big Cody?
Big Cody.
Okay,
Big Cody. There you
Cody
go.
Smith, and you're locked in. Michael Gagliano, just got off the phone with him. You are locked in, brother. Anybody else want to call in? There's the phone lines there. Kayla Carrier, you are locked in. It's all right. Kenneth Ryder, if you want to, oh no, I was going to say if you want to call in. Kenneth Ryder, you are locked in for the drawing. I'm losing it over here,
Oh,
CJ.
No,
he needs a chicken chicken strip over
Give me
there.
a
Piece of
chicken
chicken.
Mo Cartwright, you are locked into the drawing. Lisa Melder, you are locked into the drawing.
There.
We have some names tonight, Gary.
There you
Oh
go.
man, Derek Pousson. Been a
He
great,
got that one right.
He's been a great friend
I know.
so far to the Under the Lights. He's been following us hard, and we greatly appreciate Derek. Neil Martin, you are locked in. Uh-oh,
That's the boss.
there's the boss. Chad Savant.
That's either mine or yours.
Savant. If it's my daddy's last name, then it's Savant. If it's the regular Savant. Destin Castell said, I can't wait for Gary to hit us with the wow when Kinder wins.
And I'll say it graciously. It'll be wow. It'll be the best one you ever heard.
Jerry Fino, you are locked in. Devin Staub, my man, you are locked in. Courtney Pousson, you are locked in. By the way, folks, I'm not Gary Swallow.
That's me.
That's Gary Swallow. I'll pick Kinder. Angie Benoit.
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 We got the wrong one. Read names. You're locked in.
Oh no, this is entertaining. What you talking about?
Cecil Vickers. You're locked in.
I think the only one he said right before is pickle.
Mindy said, just don't say really. Carol Mays. Carol Mays, you're locked
See that?
in.
She dogging me now. This is supposed to be my friend.
Greg Austin, do you want to be in the drawing? If so, put who you're rooting for. April Trahan, you are locked in. I got the Trahan right.
Yeah, you got that one.
Jeremy Fusler,
Fuselier.
Fuselier, another good friend to the show. That's to say, Derek and Courtney are cheating. How are y'all going to tag team the drawing? Scott Schuff, you are in the drawing. Gary said I'm dyslexic. Nina Fusler,
Fuselier.
you are in the drawing. Y'all killing me tonight.
Hey, I'm enjoying every minute of it. I mean,
How about this? How about this next name? Is her last name Pickle, or is it Pickle? Pickle or Pickle?
Pickle.
Grace Pickle, you're in the drawing. I don't want to say it wrong, Gary.
Yeah.
What's that? Dr. Pepper.
We spiked his drink. That's what it is.
Mr. Isaac Hayes just had a brand new baby girl. Congratulations once again,
Yes.
Isaac Hayes.
Congratulations, Isaac.
He's one of the members for Under the Lights. Mr. Dustin Hale could not make the trip tonight. He was supposed to sit right on side of us tonight. So, Dustin, you're going into the drawing. Stephanie Manuel, you are going into the drawing. Just like the food, she said, pickle. Keenan Skinner, another great friend to the show, going into the drawing.
Laughlin.
Gary, I got chewed out enough during the Louisville game because I said Laughlin.
Laughlin.
Roger Laughlin, you're going into the drawing. Adam, put in who you want for the contest. Is it Go Kinder or is it Go somebody else? Dave Clark, work with Mr. Dave over there at Delta. Mr. Dave, you're going into the drawing. Chris Razanet, Mr. Louisville himself, you are going into the drawing. We're glad he's not a motivative speaker. Jerry, I give great motivational speaks, right? Mm-hmm. I used to hit you every Friday morning, and you wasn't even playing on the team no more. Yeah. You graduated high school, and I would hit you with a motivational speech every morning for game day.
Posted on Facebook.
He even posted on Facebook. I would text the man every game day, every morning.
Oh, yeah.
I sent the whole team a motivational letter.
Yeah. Hype.
They were hyped up too.
That's good.
This man then graduated.
Okay, nothing
Come on.
wrong with that.
Strap back up, CJ.
Let's go.
Arlene Dodd, you are entered into the drawing. Gabe Castello, you're entered into the drawing. Debbie Savant, you are also entered into the drawing. Last one?
That one over there.
One over there. Greg Austin, you are entered into the drawing. And final name I have is Vernon Manciello. You are entered into the drawing. Folks, you have T-minus 30 seconds to get into the drawings before we start picking. And then this man's going to close us out with some outstanding Zydeco music.
That's right.
Castile. Yes, I'm going to help you out. Is Castile. Folks, I'm going to have Holly now come and shake it up. Holly, you're going to shake it up. CJ Vidal, our guest picker tonight, will make
That's
the
right.
picks.
Am I going on his end?
Yeah, you can come right here in front of the camera and shake it up. No tricks.
You know I hate
Turn that way. Shake it up good.
that.
Use 2 hands. There you go.
Right. Is this good?
Keep on going. The crowd is not happy.
Y'all tell me when to stop then.
Oh,
Need one of the rollers.
Yeah.
All right, I can't shake
They
all
make
that,
them. They
guys.
make them that big. You know, the small ones. We can
Yeah.
get one like that. We can do that. Just like we're doing bingo.
Right. With the balls.
Mm-hmm.
first one we will
Hold up.
choose.
I lost one.
Put it back in the drawing.
Wait, you won.
This is why we can't have nice things, Gary.
I'm not getting involved in this conversation.
Gary, talk about your first one.
All right, guys. This is for anybody in the Opelousas or Youngsville, Lafayette area, or Lowerville, all the way around. I got people from New Iberia that come to me. I got at my Youngsville school. This is a 6-week course. It's $120 value, and what we're doing is we're letting people come in for 6 weeks. You call in, or once you win, you just call in, talk to us. We come in, just sign a little bit of paperwork, and you got 6 weeks of training to see if ever you like it. If you're interested in any of these specials, we have the end of the year special. I'm doing that for anybody that wants to call in, but this is strictly for the people here. So if you're out of the area and you have a relative that wants to take it in either Lafayette or Opelousas area, you can just pass that down, but you have to call and let us know that you're giving it to somebody else, okay? So that's just because we cover such a big area, but that's it, Jordy.
Here is your first giveaway tonight, donated by Mr. Gary himself. All right, it is picks time. Gary, you hold it up. Let's see, I got it. Sure did. Here we go, folks. First giveaway from Under the Lights. Once again, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also, special thanks to our sponsors tonight, Deaton's Crawfish, LaCour Pest Control, Kinder's Pack and Ship, and American Legion Post 244 of Kinder. Here we go. First name. Your lucky winner will be Emmett Cole. You have just won the first. Tell me if you see this, Lord. I mean, am I in? Down? Come in? You got a good view? Emmett Cole, congratulations. You are the first of the giveaway winners. So,
Just call and get your number. Just text in the number.
Emmett Cole, you're marking that. There you go, Gary. Next up, Little Caesars, Gary.
Hold on, I'm getting this. Pizza.
$10 to Little Caesars from Under the Lights. You get 2 pizzas for that, huh?
That's right.
$5, go get it.
Plus tax.
Plus tax.
Oh, yeah.
Bring some change.
Yeah.
Shook Up, Little Caesars, $10. Who's going to win it? And your winner for $10, Little Caesars, is Paula Livingston. Here is your lucky winner for, I'm good?
A little closer.
A little closer.
Down.
Down.
There you
There it is. Paula Livingston, congratulations from everyone at Under the Lights. You have just won Little Caesars for $10. Shaking up. Next will be Starbucks. $20. I know a lot of people
They want
that
that
Starbucks card. $20, folks. I know my girl over there, she wants that Starbucks card. Big time.
go. Texas Roadhouse.
Well, never mind, now she wants the Texas Roadhouse rolls. $20 to Starbucks, anywhere in the state. Here we go. You better pull a good one. They're all fighting for it.
They're like this.
Can't grab one.
Your winner for Starbucks is Cheryl LeBlanc. Congratulations, Cheryl LeBlanc. You are the winner for Starbucks. What? LeBlanc?
LeBlanc.
That's a C at the end. LeBlanc. My bad.
Oh, you don't know how to
I'm
talk
in.
Cajun?
I don't know how to talk Cajun. Cheryl LeBlanc, congratulations. You are the winner for the Starbucks.
Well, that's bad whenever. All right.
Oh, man. Final gift card giveaway of the night. It will be Texas Roadhouse for $30, folks. Men, take your wives on a date. No, I can't give it to you. Ladies, take your friends on getaways. CJ, what have y'all win?
Don't.
We're going tonight.
I don't know about tonight.
That's it, but we gon'
Final one. Thanks everyone for tuning in. It's been a pleasure to call high school football this year. It's been an absolute pleasure to bring you recap shows week in and week out. Gary Swallow, my friend, thank you for everything. CJ, thank you for coming in tonight and being a guest picker with us. And you're going to close us out with some music in a few minutes.
right.
Lloyd, thank you for producing the show tonight. You've been an awesome friend this year. Holly Revere, sticking with us all year long. You've been a great, wonderful girlfriend. I greatly appreciate it. Folks, it is time. Final gift card. And drum roll, Gary.
There it is, Bayfoot.
CJ, you're going to have these people panicking.
And be like, going, which one is it? Which one is it?
Your winner for Texas Roadhouse to end the year and Merry Christmas to whoever it is, because them rolls are delicious.
Go ahead, get ready.
Come over here before I bomb this name.
Uh-oh, that's mine.
Congratulations, Phyllis Lacombe. You have just won $30 to Texas Roadhouse. Congratulations. Make sure you go enjoy a great meal on Under the Lights this holiday season. Amen? Down? Up? Phyllis Lacombe.
Lacombe.
Congratulations from under the lights.
Oh, I got it.
Folks, it's been a blast. It has been a heck of a season. Kinder Yellow Jackets, we will see you Sunday. Karen Crow, we will see you Tuesday. Acadiana, we will see you
Wednesday.
CJ Vidal will take us out. Winners, get with me, send me a message. I will meet you and give it to you in person, or I will send it to you in the mail. So we will talk after the show. Congratulations, folks. CJ Vidal, one last time to close us out. My name is Jordan Taylor, and this was Gary Swallow. We will see you in Natchitoches, Louisiana.
Good job.
Thank you.